Welcome to Own or Disown, where tech decisions are made easy.
This is how I normally cool down in the summer, no lie. I was at Hershey Park this month, and the only way for me to cool down after 5 hours of walking around in the heat was by pouring cool water over my head. You see, I don't actually sweat that much, and I do overheat easily. Now, this is not a problem in the typical English summers, but over here in the United States, it does get rather uncomfortable. And this leads me to today's sponsor, Ranvoo, who kindly sent me their AICE Lite air conditioning neck cooler to check out. I put a link to it in the description, along with an exclusive 10% coupon code. Initially, I was hesitant about reviewing it because, I didn't want to look like one of the prisoners in the 1991 movie Wedlock, where their neck collars would just explode. But wearable tech is more and more accessible now. Even NFL players have been known to wear a neck collar device to help protect from concussion. So I tried the Ranvoo AICE Lite cooler whilst playing golf, and I'm pleased to confirm it helps keep me cool and it didn't negatively affect my swing. Ranvoo has been in business for about 10 years and has pioneered the first wearable neck fan in 2020. And last year they did launch the AICE 3, which also measures your heart rate, your blood oxygen and the step count. But since many of us have, smartwatches like this that do these things, I think the new Lite model that I have here does make sense. Now, the only thing I do wish it had, if it had speakers in it, perhaps to making it into a Bluetooth headset, and that would make it a home run. I daily ride my exercise bike, and even though it's in my cool basement here, it always gets warm enough so that I have to remove my t-shirt. Now, wearing the Ranvoo cooler, I didn't have to do that. And this thermal image clearly shows that my torso, face and forehead are cooler. I was generally quite shocked at this. Now, if you fancy being on the beach for many hours as a lifeguard, then the cooler will just be up your street. Now, seriously though, I did wear it for a whole afternoon on the beach, and no one gave me any more weird looks than they normally do. And the cooler did actually work great. I didn't get hot at all. Now, just be careful if you are lying down on a towel not to get any sand in the fan air intakes, as they are located on the back and on the sides. Now, this is not some cheap neck cooler with just a fan, but uses a Peltier thermoelectric cooling technology to actively chill aluminum plates that are in the device itself. Now, Peltier coolers use electricity via a semiconductor to move heat from the hot side to the cold side, and the fan helps dissipate the heat. Now, here's a thermal image of the cooler when in its highest cooling setting. The outside surface gets warm as the heat is dissipated, but there's a good 10 degrees Celsius differential between that and the cool plates on the inside of both legs. Now, a good thing about a Peltier cooler is it can actually also be ran in reverse. So you can actually warm up the inside plates, which is handy on a cold day. Now, there are 3 levels of cooling, heating and fan speed, which can be controlled either via an app or by pressing the plus/minus button on the left leg. You can easily switch between the cool, fan and heat modes with the press of a button or via that app. All of the information is displayed on the display near the controls. And you know what? I actually like the app. It was very easy to adjust the fan speed, change the modes, or use an AI mode that adjusts the temperature automatically. The C3 or highest cooling mode starts at 61 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the lowest temperature you can get. Now, C2 sets it at 72 degrees and C1 at 82 degrees. Now, the exhaust fan blows air from the vents here along the top edges towards your neck and your ears. Now, personally, I prefer to have it on the max cooling or a max heating and adjust the fan speed to the middle setting, because the fans do get quite loud, particularly as they hit close to your ears, and it can make it difficult to hear a conversation with somebody. Now, the unit is powered by a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which lasted me just under 3 hours, and that's using the max cooling mode with the max fans, and it's conveniently charged via a USB-C port. The centre of the cooler is hinged, so it can adjust easily to any neck size, and makes it a cinch to press the plates against your neck. Now, the cooler is quite heavy at 1 pound 2 ounces, so a child would probably find it a little bit uncomfortable, but I got used to it no problem. It is made of quite heavy duty white plastic, which I found to be pretty durable, and it can be cleaned quite easily with an alcohol prep pad. Now, however, it did fall out of the boot of my car once and landed with a thunk on the driveway. It still worked fine, but did get a little scuffed up on the edges here. So, I would like to, perhaps in the future, iteration of it. Perhaps have some rubber around the corners or the edges here to help protect it. So there you have it. I was a skeptic, but now I am sold. The Ranvoo AICE neck cooler works very well, and I'm looking forward to using it even in this winter, as I do love walking throughout the year. Now remember to check it out by the link I have in the description below, and I want to thank you for watching. Bye now.